So, hi, Dani here, and today I'm standing in the backyard of my parents' house in New Jersey, West Orange, New Jersey. It's suburbs, just like the majority of New Jersey. It's a big house with a front yard and a backyard with the swing set and the basketball hoop and the deck and all this space, and everybody's got one of these, and most people also have a front yard too. But it's not just that; it's amazing. There's more to it. My parents' property goes past this fence that you see here. They just put this fence up. The truth of the matter is, it goes all the way down to that fence, all that blue stuff over there, the other person's property. All this woodland, not all of it, but more of it. And the point, more importantly, is that all this stuff, all this woodland here, is surrounded by houses. It's like the backyards of people's properties, which they don't use. They even actually have fences on their properties that cut off the part of the property that they use, their backyard, quote unquote, and the rest of it. So that's really, really interesting. And I just look at this, and I look at everything here. I look at all this land, all this space, and I think of so many possibilities. Being on the farm in Chavava Adam in Israel, I of course had opened up my world to permaculture and ecological solutions and sustainable living, and I look at this and I definitely see lots and lots of possibilities. I was thinking about staying here and developing the site, my parents' property, but there's a number of things that led me to decide that that wasn't a good idea. Number one, my parents are probably going to sell this place in a couple of years, move to Israel, which is nice, and I wouldn't be able to afford this property. It's amazing. Property taxes in New Jersey are just like the highest in the country. My parents spend something like $10,000, $50,000 a year just on property taxes. Okay, and that's just crazy. I couldn't imagine that. And of course, I've been looking at land out west where property taxes are like $50 a year, $100 a year for a couple of acres even. But you can see that there's limitless possibilities in this place. Community gardens could be set up. There's just so much space for private gardens, individual families gardens, and of course orchards. Who knows what? And the wildlife. It's amazing. You can see where you can find them. There are deer tracks. There are deer tracks everywhere. You can see here, and there's tons of deer, and in the spring summer there's rabbits. There's tons of squirrels running around, and the weather's great. It's cool, crisp air, and I couldn't be happier. It's amazing though, New Jersey, when I first got here a month ago, first thing I did was I looked online for organic farms in the area, for permaculture guilds, these types of things, and I couldn't find anything. New Jersey is a vacuum when it comes to ecologically minded people, organic farms. I've joined WOOF, Willing Workers on Organic Farms, and their directory has only a handful of farms. Most of them were dairy farms, which I'm really not that interested in. And they're not diversified farms, but usually just dairy farms. So I really wasn't that interested in that. So anyway, so I find myself in suburbia, in the middle of suburbia, where everybody has a big house and two cars, and they never talk to their neighbors, and they buy all their food at the supermarket and what have you. So it's kind of socially uncomfortable. So I knew right away that wasn't going to look for anything in the area, and so that's why I'm heading out west on Sunday, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. So yeah, all right, signing out, Dani.